he knows, you know. Myself, I've dropped a lot of water. This picture speaks for itself.
How about that?
Things go off track. This is the whole point. I love my job, so even though I'm tired, I actually love that I still feel happy, which is, I'm not just saying that. My car is all sorted out. A very expensive day later, I made it. Even though right now I would love to eat the fries. It's one of my first big meals of the day. Welcome back to another vlog. It is currently 5:30 a.m. and I'm about to hit the road and head all the way to the country, city to country for teaching. So let's go do that. I have prepped all my food. I have packed my steak and a berry smoothie with kefir, coconut water and protein powder. So they will be my two huge meals today. But first up, let's get some coffee and let's hit the road. I made it. Let me actually show you my meal prep I brought with me. And a coffee. I will only have one of these. I'll just put both in the fridge. I had a 2 for deal. But yeah. Finished my treadmill incline walk after a huge day, so I'm literally in my friend's pajamas, but I'm boiling some eggs because I think I'm gonna have them later on, because I've only had my first meal of the day a couple of hours ago, which was my steak and fruit and avocado. So I feel like I'm gonna need some more eggs later on, so I'm pre-boiling them. But my next big meal is my big like kefir berry smoothie. So as you saw, everything I added, I've got my kiwis and blueberries frozen, protein powder, creatine, coconut kefir and coconut water. I am purely sticking to my whole foods. It has been officially 4 days of no processed foods, no refined sugars, no starchy carbs, which is honestly the hardest part. I definitely will be reintroducing my oats and carbs after this protocol, but this is just my own protocol. Whole foods, animal-based sources, like I could have eggs and milk still, and meat is definitely my main source. But yeah, all whole foods. Oh man. That's delicious. Welcome back to this vlog of me going all in on my own protocol, just whole foods, literally also in a calorie deficit. I have done many body compositions and many deficits and builds before, but I have never done it purely 100% whole foods, and the carbohydrates will come back into the picture shortly. But for the first 2 weeks, I'm doing it on a very strict protocol, which is something I feel like I'm in a good headspace to do, and I know how to do well in fueling my body. Anyway, it was a busy day today, and I thought I would just chat of how I had to travel into the city for uni. I have had client calls for my business, and I have eaten one main meal, which I did forget to film, but it was my steak, avocado, an egg, and some fruit. I had an organic apple. But so in saying that, I feel like it is day 5, and if we're talking about the struggles, I am probably struggling a little bit in terms of hunger hormones. I'm choosing the right foods to help satiate that. The fact that I have actually been able to go like a really long time to get that big meal and then my next big meal, that has not been a problem. But am I hungry? A little bit, which is normal in any deficit. That is just a fact we have to face. It is then, as long as you're choosing quality foods and how you get your energy in a better way. So I'm feeling okay energy wise from my food, just hungry because of the deficit aspect. So day 5, I would say I'm not struggling in terms of the commitment to it. I know I can do it, but the feeling within my body, I know I would love to have some starchy carbs. So I cannot wait till I have a piece of bread again, but that is okay. So I'm pushing myself out until my next meal, but it is currently 5 p.m, but I only just, anyway, don't worry about the timing, but I'm currently making a snack to refill me up. So just thought I would show that, because yes, I'm still human and I want to make things that help me get through to my next meal. And today was a really long stretch. I didn't have my first meal till 2 p.m. because I was at uni. But this is not something I can really show. But it's just Greek yogurt, coconut kefir, and some manuka. So this is what we got. Greek yogurt, manuka honey, focus, coconut kefir. Now, my last tip I have, if you were like me and you couldn't get back home until around the lunchtime mark, which for me it was around 1:30, 2 o'clock was when I had my first big meal of steak and avocado and all the good stuff, the protein, the healthy fats to fill me back up. I decided instead of when I hit a really low point where I was really, really hungry, I stopped and got a coconut water before jumping on the train, because this I know is going to hydrate me, give me the electrolytes. Yes, it has a little bit of carbs, but it's coming from a coconut. So that is okay with me. It's not a starchy carb, but that is a tip. Just make good choices around your meals is the biggest thing. That takes a little bit of time and convincing to change your habits, but that is the best way to go about it. Anyway, in terms of how I'm feeling day 5, I feel like I have dropped water weight. I can tell because my arms are the first thing to get really lean. So you will notice on any kind of diet, and particularly if you drop lower on the carbs and go for more high protein satiating meals, even if you still have carbs within the diet, water weight is one of the first things to go. So the first few days, kind of a blessing in terms of you feel really good in terms of seeing the results quickly. Is then the next week it's going to be hard in terms of you'll still be a little bit hungry, but hopefully you've had time to readjust to the lower calories. They're not super low. I'm choosing really, really dense, amazing foods for the soul, amazing foods for my hormones. It's just no matter what kind of calorie deficit you're in, you're gonna be hungry, but 2, you will drop water weight first. So yes, you'll feel good, but the real results come when you can commit a little bit longer and push past the hard point and the first initial look and see what results can be made. I hope that makes sense. But anyway, that is my day 5 check-in on this little 100% all in whole foods, no bullshit protocol. All right, good morning. Nice and early-ish. I slept in a little bit and I've actually skipped my incline walk today because I think my body needs a rest. We're up to day 6 of this intense protocol, but only in the healthy priority ways for me. My body's feeling a little bit drained because yesterday felt really, really hard. I was very, very hungry, which I feel like is totally normal in that first peak kind of week of it. So just being realistic, but having my morning coffee because that is definitely not cut out. But I'm going to do a little bit of reading and decide to take it slow because I have a really, really busy day. I'm going to be doing a bit of travel. I'm going to go visit some friends and my brother who live a bit further away, and that will require me kind of calorie banking a little bit further throughout the day, and I will order a nice big steak out for dinner. I'm not too worried because I love steak myself, but I know that's going to be the best thing on the menu in terms of me getting a solid chunk of protein and not extra seed oils and fried. So I might ask them what they cook it in, but I'll say just bring me the steak, not the fries. Even though right now I would love to eat the fries, it's just I need to go 100% all in like I promised myself. So it's not restricting myself because I know this is not long term. This is just making changes. And if I could cook the fries myself in, yummy ghee or fat and not seed oils, then that would be even better. But seed oils is something I just always cut out of my life. And every now and then, maybe I'll have them. I can see an ant. Anyway, so instead of doing my incline walk like I have been most mornings, I'm going to sit and read for a little bit, do some laptop work, and see where my day goes. Morning. People love you. This is my Amazon book light. It's the best thing ever. I highly recommend getting a book light. And then you don't have to turn on all the lights in the morning. So yeah, I'm up to the Queen of Shadows, which so far so good. I'm only 60 or 70 pages in. Oh yeah, 62 pages. And yeah, loving it. It's kicked right off where the last one left, which kind of, the Hair of Fire for me was a little slow throughout the middle, but honestly it could have been me. But the ending was really, really good. Picked up the pace, loved it, then straight onto this. I was thinking, oh, do I need a break in between the books? But it made me want to grab it straight away. So we're getting through the big 8-book series and I am loving it. I'm just not looking forward to the tandem read next, but I know Kingdom of Ash is something I really want to get to, so that should motivate me. But yeah, I'm gonna do a little bit of reading just to start my morning nice and slow, particularly since I've been going 100% all in on my fitness. I trained legs yesterday. Trained legs yesterday, so it's not a bad idea to take a rest day when I've been busy. Change of plans, I'm going on my walk. So this is day 6. Alkaline water, very, very good for you. I'm noticing myself, I've dropped a lot of water weight in these last 5 days. But time for a walk, Eugene. So I'm gonna go get some steps before I have a busy day of driving in the car on my bottom. So I've had my coffee, probably gonna get another coffee. I've not had any meal yet, but probably be making a first smoothie and then eating my steak out tonight. So try to update you along the way on what I eat. But we're going strong for day 6 and I'm feeling much more awake after actually listening to my body and taking a rest this morning, just reading my book with my Eugene. Isn't that right? Yeah, listening to what my body needed and now getting in my step counts. So it's never too late to still, you know, change your routine around. Let's go for a walk. Oh, he knows, you know. Not gone to plan. The last thing I said was I was going for a walk and a coffee and I was so excited to get my steps in, but turns out my car wouldn't start, so I ended up getting CJ to quickly rush over and help me start my car, which it did, but it's definitely a concern. And with all my travels, so I'm actually then just rang up and I booked it in for a car service. So now I'm heading to take my car for a car service and new battery replacement. So I've packed my laptop and I think I'm gonna sit at a cafe because I won't know how I'm gonna get back home. So, or I might walk to the gym because it's also close by. So I'm rolling with the punches today. I'm gonna go figure this out and I'll see what my next step is. I really have no idea if I'm gonna be able to travel down to my friends or what's the plan. But yeah, let's go get a 3rd coffee so that I can get some work done, which is probably not ideal to be having that much coffee, but this is just me not letting, you know, adulting stresses get to me, and I'm just changing the plan. And I'm grateful that I guess my job allows me to be able to go work at a cafe. So let's go do that. All right, turn around. After today of just, oh my God, I sat at a cafe, I walked around the block heaps. Anyway, I sat for hours. My car is all sorted out, a very expensive day later, but I've just gotten ready. I'm still kind of in active wear, but pulled myself together a little bit and going to drive to my friends. So I got a big travel, but I did fuel up. So I've had my first, I've had multiple coffees today, which it's just been a day. But then I had a Granny Smith apple to get me through before I could come back home, and that was delish. I find at least breaking my fast with fruit is the best way to not spike my hunger hormones and like my blood sugar levels and things like that. So that was very handy that I packed that because I didn't expect to be gone for so long waiting for my car service. But I came home and I made my coconut berry smoothie with protein powder, creatine, all the berries, coconut water. So that has filled me back up. And then I know tonight I'm probably going to order a steak. So I've managed to get through the day. Now I just need to go on the drive. But whew, anyway, that is how I navigated my food, my energy, while not realizing how my day was going to go. So even if things go off track, this is the whole point. You just create habits and a mindset that helps you navigate this without feeling like you're now lost, you're struggling. I feel like I even applied that today when my car broke down. I wasn't planning on that happening, but it did not throw stress balls at me. It was just a little bit of an inconvenience, but I was still able to make it work within my day. And that is how I want people to understand they can do with their nutrition as well. Make it a habit, make it a lifestyle. This is what I teach people to do. So I hope this helps showing that, you know, my life's not perfect, but I still navigate and I still stick to my goals. So anyway, we're going to go eat a big fat steak. Oh, I should stand up. But yeah, it's been a day. So we are definitely testing my ability within a deficit, because people say when you're in a deficit you're a little bit more irritable, but I find I'm doing good. So let's go on a little road trip. Whew, we made it. So glad my car is okay, but it was a blessing in disguise to actually happen on my like semi day off, and thank God I can still travel. So we're good to go. Now I've just packed my alkaline water, a kombucha, and another Granny Smith apple. So like things like this are just going to help me feel quite full and are good for my gut, good for energy when I'm pushing through until the next meal. So just be prepared, like always bring things that are going to help you so that it doesn't make you want to stop at a servo and buy some type of bullshit. So that's what I'm doing, but let's go. One of my first big meals of the day. I have 3 eggs scrambled up, some rump steak and avocado. So we literally just got protein and fats. So I have been to the gym today and I smashed upper body, which was fantastic because I haven't really done upper body. I've really only been focusing on it once a week because it is more my dominant side. So I'm trying to build up my legs more than my upper body. But I'm going to eat my first meal. I've had 2 coffees today and I'm having some eggs. This is 3 eggs scrambled up, like all the egg yolk and whites. Quite a small portion of steak. It was a lot thinner. I cut this time because I'm having more eggs and avocado, whereas normally you see me have like a large chunk of steak, and I haven't really been having a lot of eggs, maybe like 1 egg a day, but I was craving some eggs, so went for more eggs within my first meal. And then like later on, it's normally when I have my fruit and my smoothie, or I do it the opposite way around. But today I decided to start with this, and then I'll probably have my protein smoothie later on. But yum. All I can say is yum, yum, yum. It's just literally cooked in fat, grass-fed butter. In fat, I guess so. But what I meant to say was it's literally cooked in grass-fed butter, no oils needed. The steak, I didn't cook in anything because it was already Eugene. He wants my steak. And then I top everything with the Celtic salt. Just gotta take a photo. Really craving eggs. It's been a week. It's day 7. I'm feeling amazing. I do miss Brett and my protein oats, but I've said that. But it's gonna come back soon. But this is delicious. He loves steak. Sit. Sit. You have to sit. Good boy. Good boy. Oh my goodness, how can you not want to feed your animals the best foods for them, for their health, and yourself? It's a video.
Oh, it's a video. How about that?
I think I've ever scammed you before. All right, it is Sunday, so I'm actually gonna take Eugene for a walk. You ready for a walk? But yeah, I've had a bit of a lazy morning. I had a really fun time out last night, little date night, went out for a little cocktail. But yeah, gonna go for a walk, try and boost my energy. I'm really tired today, but I've just been choreographing, and then obviously I head down for my dance teaching week. But yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. Let's go get some steppy counts in and see where the rest of my day takes us. But we are officially, over the 1 week mark of committing to my goals. Welcome back to another day of this vlog. I am so tired. Oh, I hope this isn't echoing too much in the bathroom. Anyway, I'm about to head to teaching. I did not get into the country until 2 a.m. last night because I was babysitting. So it's going to be a bit of a rough day. I'm very, very tired, as well as being on my health protocols. So the fruit is going to give me all the energy I need, but in terms of that being on lack of sleep, this will be such a good indicator to see how my body actually responds. I actually think it'll respond better when I'm on the carbohydrate, like more starchy carbs. I feel like it actually makes me more lethargic when I'm tired. So can't wait to see how this goes. But look, it's a beautiful day. I love my job. So even though I'm tired, I actually love that I still feel happy, which is, I'm not just saying that, like I genuinely had that thought go through my head and I was like, wow, I'm actually so grateful that even when I'm tired, I can love my day. And I get to see my best friend today with her little baby. So I'm very excited about that. But anywho, go teach. I bring all my food from home. So I've got steak, pumpkin, and I'm mixing together Greek yogurt with protein powder and my creatine. So this is me in between my dance breaks and I'm having a quick turnaround. But yeah, chuck on some fruit. Pretty good. And that just shows being organized and bringing your own, like just being prepared. So I pre-cooked my steak and pumpkin. Pre-cooked my steak and pumpkin, brought it down with me, and here we have it. This looks pretty good. So that is Greek yogurt protein powder, creatine, raspberries, steak, pumpkin. Meal number 1. It is Wednesday, so this vlog has definitely been well over a week, but as I've been resetting my gut, and I hope everything I'm showing on here is really insightful. I had my first kind of carbohydrate today, which I had a banana in my smoothie because I'm lacking a little bit of energy. So I wanted to get it still from kind of a fruit source as my main carbohydrate. So the 2 carbohydrates I've slowly introduced were pumpkin and bananas, which are like, pumpkin is definitely like a low starchy carbohydrate. So I also just did some groceries as my little reset, so let me show you that. So I'm just unpacking my groceries. I got some more eggs. I've been having lots of eggs and I wasn't feeling like steak again, so I think I'll be having like eggs and some mince, but I just wanted to show you. Normally I get my mince from Costco, which is a really, really good deal. But I actually found this up at my supermarket, which is like Coles. It's Australia's like big supermarkets. But it's organic grass-fed lean beef mince. So always just try and get grass-fed. That is probably your best source, and organic is even better. And just topped up on some blackberries and raspberries. They're not organic because it costs an arm and a leg and I couldn't find them at my local supermarket. But if I was going to a farmer's market, which I normally do once a week, then I would pick up some organic ones. I also want to share my main source of energy and favorite fruit this week has been green apples. I have really, really enjoyed having green apples throughout the day. I hope this is insightful into how I'm resetting my gut and going 100% all in. I will share my before and after for my first week on this little protocol for my gut, purely just to see how my body responds. But I think this picture speaks for itself, and my energy on a lack of sleep is also speaking for itself, the fact that this food is bringing me energy. So yeah, subscribe, like, and let's continue this journey, and I'll keep you updated in my next vlog. But I hope you enjoyed this gut reset protocol.